welcome back to the vlog. Welcome if you're new. I wanted to, well, I am actually at Goodwill. I was gonna say I want to go to Goodwill, but I am actually parked in front of Goodwill. I want to see if they have any affordable fall decor or Halloween-ish decor. I'm not super big on decorating for Halloween per se. I like pumpkins and things like that, but not necessarily ones that have like the typical Halloween pumpkin face. I kind of like just pumpkins. So I want to see if they have any affordable decor and to see if they possibly have any books. I can't remember the last time I actually came here and looked for books. I know the last time I came here I was looking at the clothing section, and it's always the men's clothing section. Me and the men's clothing section, especially fall time, are like this. I mean, it has me in a chokehold. Yeah, we're gonna head in there. I do need to get some space on my camera because it's telling me I have no more space, and y'all know I am a rambler. So let's get inside of Goodwill and see what they have for fall or just kind of in general. I feel like it'll be fun to do more thrifting, especially as the season changes. So let's go. Hello everyone, welcome to Saturday. Yes, welcome to Saturday. I did do some fall, not really shopping, I didn't buy anything, but I did take you guys along to see some affordable decor at Family Dollar and then also Goodwill. I wanted to see if Goodwill had any fall or Halloween items out. I feel like a few months ago I was seeing a bunch of stuff, but This last time I didn't really see much. I think I saw like 3 things, and I think I quite literally showed you guys the 3 things that I saw for fall. But I was pretty lucky when it came to books. I think I got like 7 books. No, hold on. I got 8 books actually. I got 8 books for $19.39 at Goodwill. And that's why I love thrifting books so much. I walked in there and I was like, you know what? It would be nice if I found some kind of like fall time books. And funny enough, the first book that I picked up was Wicked. And I saw this and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good thrifting day for books. So I have 8 books that I wanna show you guys. I've already taken off the tags and I've already kind of disinfected them. I like to disinfect any type of like hard item that I get from the thrift store, and then any clothing I of course wash with like my scent beads, my detergent, and then I like air dry it, and then I put in the dryer for a little bit just to like, you know, kill any type of anything that might be on it. But I have 8 books to show you guys and I'm super excited. I was thinking that my August TBR might change just a tad bit, honestly, because I do want to share these with you guys. And then today we're going to probably do some cozy homemaking and then make some lasagna soup, which is a part of like little cozy homemaking, because I didn't really know what else to call it. I mean, I'm gonna make some pickles. If you guys know, I make my own pickles, which is so random, but I make pretty much not everything from scratch, but a lot. I need to make peanut butter because I'm out. I have peanuts. I just need to pull out my food processor. It's just a pain in the butt cleaning peanut butter out of my food processor. That's quite literally what stops me. Every time I'm like, okay, let's restock the fridge. And that's why I just make a crap ton when I'm making it, because I might as well. But let me take you guys through the books. So the first book I picked up is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. And this is definitely, I'm going to try to save this for October because I feel like this is just perfect. So the back says, when Dorothy triumphed over the Wicked Witch of the West in L. Frank Baum's classic tale, we heard only her side of the story. But what about her arch nemesis, the mysterious witch? Where does she come from? How did she become so wicked? Gregory Maguire creates a fantasy world so rich and vivid that we will never look at Oz the same way again. Wicked is about a land where animals talk and strive to be treated like first-class citizens. Munchkin landers seek the comfort of middle-class stability. And the Tin Man becomes a victim of domestic violence. Oh my god, okay, this just got really dark. And then there's a little green-skinned girl named Elphaba, who will grow up to become the infamous Wicked Witch of the West. A smart, prickly, and misunderstood creature who challenges all of our preconceived notions about the nature of good and evil. Holy crap. I only skimmed the back at the store. As soon as I saw like it was about the Wicked Witch of the West, her version or her side of the story, I was like, immediately yes. It immediately went into my cart. I didn't read the bottom part, so trigger warning. I'm glad that it does tell you trigger warning for domestic violence. Yeah, but I'm super excited. This being the first book I saw at the thrift store when I was kind of in a spooky book mood, 10 out of 10. The next book I have is In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. And I loved it because the first thing, or the little like review on the front said, prepare to be scared, really scared. That's what I'm going for. I don't know if it really has a description. It just more so has like people's quotes on the back. Who pulls a gun at a bachelorette party? Read the book now, before bed at your own risk. Just try to guess how sinister this plot can get. Hint, very. Read it on a dark and stormy night with all the lights on. Holy crap, guys, okay. An enchantingly unsettling thriller. Okay, this is definitely, I might have to seriously save this for October when it is quite literally the spookiest month of the year. But this is the next book that I got. Next one, again, is kind of like a spooky book. Like I said, guys, I just got lucky yesterday. This is like my favorite thing about going to the thrift store, because if you really just are patient and you take your time, you can find some really great finds. Like this sweater that I'm wearing. I thrifted for like $4. Men's section. Men's section. The back of this says, Essie Singh has defined herself by her ambitions, a fiercely independent woman whose only soft spot is her husband, Sanjay. She never imagined herself as a mother. It was never a part of the plan. But then she finds out she's pregnant. As her difficult pregnancy transforms her body and life into something she barely recognizes, her husband spends the nights pacing in the attic, slowly becoming a stranger, and the house begins to whisper. Essie's pregnancy progresses, and both her and Sanjay's lives are warped by a curse that has haunted her family for generations, leaving a string of fatherless daughters in its wake. When she's put on bed rest, Essie trades the last aspects of her carefully planned life for isolation in what should be a welcoming home, but she isn't alone. There's something here that means to take everything from her. I didn't even read you the title. It's called No Child of Mine by Nichelle Giraldi's or Giraldi's. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. The next one I have, and Jinx is right here. He like loves hanging out with me when I'm filming or just existing. He is my baby boy. Such a sweet boy. He's like purring so loud too. This one is called Heading Out to Wonderful by Robert Goulrick. I think this is scary too, right? Yeah, deliciously dark and dangerous. This one says, it is the summer of 1948 when a handsome, charismatic stranger, Charlie Beale, recently back from the war in Europe, shows up in the town of Brownsburg, a sleepy village nestled in the Valley of Virginia. All he has with him are 2 suitcases. One contains his few possessions, including a fine set of butcher knives. The other is full of money. A lot of money. Heading Out to Wonderful is a heart-stopping novel of love gone terribly wrong in a place where once upon a time such things could happen. Okay. It's a suspenseful tale of obsessive love. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I hit the jackpot this time. The next book I have is called Black Girls Must Die Exhausted, a novel by Jane Allen. Tabitha Walker is a black woman with a plan to have it all. At 33, the checklist for the life of her dreams is well underway. Education? Check. Good job? Check. Down payment for a nice house? Check. Dating marriage material? Check, check, and check. With a coveted position as a local news reporter, a paper-perfect boyfriend, and even a standing Saturday morning appointment with a reliable hairstylist, everything seems to be falling into place. Then Tabby receives an unexpected diagnosis that brings her picture-perfect life crashing down, jeopardizing the dream she took for granted, having children. Suddenly, she is faced with an impossible choice between her career, her dream home, and a family of her own. With the help of her best friends, the irreverent and headstrong Layla, and Alexis, the mom jeans-wearing former sexy Lexi, and the generational wisdom of her grandmother and her firebrand friend, Miss Gretchen, Tabby explores the reaches of modern medicine and tests the limits of her relationships, hoping to salvage the future she has always dreamed of. But the fight is all-consuming, demanding a steep price that forces a reckoning for nearly everyone in her life. As Tabby soon learns, her grandmother's old age adage just might still be true. Black girls must die exhausted. Well, I hope that's not the case in this book. I'm excited to read this one. The next book I have is called Salvage the Bones by Jessam Ward. This says, they heard it on the radio. A hurricane is coming, threatening the town of Boys Savage, Mississippi. Esage Hard's drinking father can feel it in his bones. Esage and her brothers are trying to help prepare, but there are other worries too. Skeeta is watching his prized pitbull, helpless as her new litter dies one by one. Randall, when not preoccupied with basketball, is busy looking after the youngest junior. And Esage, 15 and motherless among men, has just realized that she's pregnant. The children of this family have always been short on nurture, but they are fiercely loyal to one another. It is together that they face the building storm and the day that will dawn after. The next one I have, these ones are kind of like, I don't know, fantasy books remastered, like stories that we all grew up reading, listening to, watching. Remastered, kind of like the Wicked book actually, which is kind of interesting that I picked up 3 of these in one go. This one is called The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Bador. Back says, the myth. Alice Lytle was an ordinary girl who stepped through the looking glass and entered a fairy tale world invented by Lewis Carroll in his famous storybook, The Truth. Wonderland is real. Alice Hart is the heir to the throne until her murderous Aunt Red steals the crown and kills Alice's parents. To escape Red, Alice and her bodyguard, Hatter Madigan, must flee to our world through the Pool of Tears. But in the pool, Alice and Hatter are separated. Lost and alone in Victorian London, Alice is befriended by an aspiring author to whom she tells the violent, heartbreaking story of her young life. Yet he gets the story all wrong. Hatter Madigan knows the truth only too well, and he is searching every corner of our world to find the lost princess and return her to Wonderland so she may battle Red for her rightful place as the Queen of Hearts. It's a remake of Alice in Wonderland, or kind of like a different story of Alice in Wonderland, but more probably not so happily ever after themed. But I thought that was really interesting, and I saw that it had like a few pictures in the book, which I thought was pretty dang cool. I don't want to read too ahead or flip too ahead and I like ruin something for myself, but I thought this was super cool, so I picked this up too. The last book I have is called Lost in a Book, an enchanting original story by Jennifer Donnelly. I love the cover of this. It's going to be like a Beauty and Beast reimagined type of book. So this says, smart bookish Belle, a captive in the Beast Castle, has become accustomed to her new home and has befriended its inhabitants. When she comes upon Nevermore, an enchanted book unlike anything she has seen in the castle, Belle finds herself pulled into pages and transported to a world of glamour and intrigue. The adventures Belle has always imagined, the dreams she was forced to give up when she became a prisoner, seem within reach again. The charming and mysterious characters Belle meets within the pages of Nevermore offer her glamorous conversation, a life of dazzling Parisian luxury, and even a reunion she never thought possible. Here, Belle can have everything she has ever wished for. But what about her friends in the Beast Castle? Can Belle trust her new companions inside the pages of Nevermore? Is Nevermore's world even real? Belle must uncover the truth about the book before she loses herself in it forever. See, I was like, this is gonna be nice. It's like a Beauty and the Beast reimagined, different type of story, just like these other two that I picked up are. So I feel like I got some good books. Like either they're spooky and kind of like creepy, dangerous, or they're like a, I don't know, like a Disney-ish, warm fuzzy, but adulty type of Disney. Warm fuzzy. I don't know. The only book that was more than $1.99 was the hardcover. The hardcovers are $2.99 at my Goodwill, or the Goodwill that I love going to. I'm super excited to give these books a read. Like I said, if my August TBR changes, which it might, I'm so sorry, I'll let you guys know, and then I'll do a book wrap up so you guys will know what books I actually finished in August, and I can do one monthly if you guys want. And I'm still considering doing one for the end of 2024 and splitting it up between audiobooks and then physical books, because I know I asked that question, I think in my last vlog, and you guys were happy with either. So yeah, but I think right now what we're gonna do is prep some pickles, and then we'll make some lasagna soup a little bit later in the day. But I need to go check on my little beans outside, my little chickens and ducks, see what they're up to. And I know the cats are sleeping because Jinx is right in front of me. It's starting to fall asleep. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.